Diabetes real, don't wait make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Push sugar level, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
MaryMay.digital. Create the life you want. www.maymarys.com. By starting and running your own digital business. Work from home. Tips for business owners. How to create successful online digital business. Join our global company. Mentorship and training coaching. Training for each individual. Learn how to earn online. Be your own manager. For more information, visit www.maymarys.com or email us at info@maymarys.com. You can also call us on 0049 017 656 853 241. This business has helped me so much and my family, and to increase your income, join and create the life you want. Also for beginner. Also a beginner when I started this.
Nyantechwa emre bia am discover free Europe akoma busuafo wo Ghana no me use tap send no fee mobile money transfer eye easy eye convenient eye fast and sound so ye free won't ya hwe me discover ye mapim tap send Intienne also download the tap send app no ewo mobile phone so free na fesika komo abusuafo wo Ghana fa na nyina tap send papa no
Emre tudo nani etena ka mu kwanten akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se ubenya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo owo so to mfaako sika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota lapa se kosi nsawam. Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane anase ade bia wo pebia. So ukoton kwadia enye bebia wo se wutu wa eye Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto or call us now on 0208 920 996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV. Emre tudo nani etena ka mu kwanten akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se ubenya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo owo so to mfaako sika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota lapa se kosi nsawam. Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane anase ade bia wo pebia. So ukoton kwadia enye bebia wo se wutu wa eye Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto or call us now on 0208 920 996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
Showbiz it is. Showbiz Daily it is. Sammy Flex TV. We are here indeed. We are entertainment. We are here to serve you right. Good and quality, authentic entertainment from all sources. Lappy G, being our producer, currently the digital rasta, being our camera coverage personnel, and of course Richie the finest boy, Flex being our editor. Gideon Nilamtis and Omna TV County, DJMD Ebremo. In the source with me, one of the finest Jews amongst us. We come out to today.
Yeah, 7 me a family.
Rasta ho ofe.
Rasta for the omo papa no ne ade.
What's it? Omo nya Rasta papa. Omo nya Rasta papa.
Na wo de na Rasta.
What's it?
Wo de na Rasta.
Say ye the flavor na ka ho.
Na wo de na Rasta.
Say nkomu hu ye de ne ntema anka we ni ka ba say mo legalize.
Roland Amate or your blogger. Bra, me to say question going so now. One of your favorite celebrity crush?
Hey, my favorite celebrity crush the Omodoso. Omodoso.
Me pe ba ko bi a favorite.
If you do Matankuma
obi dia.
If you dey no one kan. O say abena kokko.
Fine.
O dey ye.
That's abena kokko ka.
That be who ye bisa o so kasa abena kokko. Ada na ba show no to be.
Wait.
No, yes specific.
Yes specific. O say abena kokko. Very.
O dey ohun bad.
Omodoso.
Why just let's go in.
Oh. Matankuma.
I know obi dia.
What's it?
Obi dia.
Any jacket play.
All right. Ya met me dia in the shots with me. I have Chemo in team Solomon Dodu or yeah YouTube manager or also yeah YouTube consultant. We there Chiwadin there for YouTube and just consult him. He'll help you out. In fact, your team Finfi on Muson and not Reagan, the Big Nation president or yeah artist manager or also yeah promoter Patapaaa, event organizer and our face or also extra news. It's nipa ba ko pe adwe that it say big already I try introduction. Miss Midi and MC Berima, your favorite MCs MC. Yan fast that can see Emma Fair Afrique for omo e kan be na tem be ade ejwede enso bramo e chocolate Patapaaa senendra and I say previous ones in your kind you make sure say aduane we chocolate e dim correct original you dua wasase we yaso and then omo de egum na afi so no nnuane ho fro so ye de afrafra no otimi say bia dwemu ubetimi dia cut it across all occasions whether wedding parties ubetimi dia ya chade am konfo so aka eno any Fair Afrique. Get yourself one and then thank me later. Imbrant here, your mama aquaba bium. Ni mbisa baby amufi by baby aboko there. I don't know, there is a video there. Police nibi. It's alleged. I don't know. So the uniform there has a Ghana police, but maybe say also say camouflage near the other one. Osha Branton now. Say squad the more or no in the bonnie say we will say it's great. Means more video now. I don't know. Say Richie, but who was every video? To me, just accept it. Well, I saw it, but how do you say it? Same fan say there are security personnel in the midst of these people drinking or smoking and doing other stuff like that. How do you say it, Chamo?
Well, it can never be good in that sense. I don't know if maybe they were just trying to portray say that's how some police people behave. I'll be surprised if any police person will go and expose himself or herself like that. I mean, oh yes, I did not say wow, person, a human maybe a wajai, and all the best. In that, oh, quite a bit to me. I defending who say since a substance in any mono, obey me, I can say, and yet illegal a biana now for drug biana now. And defending who's then it becomes difficult for police to not anybody at all say or mobile convicting for anything because game need evidence. We need evidence. Yeah, we ain't mean chose just because you say oh no video and yes and yet the man say a portray say even the legal officers yeah bibia illegal omuna yes omo or man who ban in terms of say amount for be and I say amount for boom raso say or video be my airport say o boom raso yent minche no dey by and send a good signal to the service no a go man obviously this is not a good thing for any police officer at all to do it and then TBB says yeah I mean it's bad but I don't think they can maybe based on that on best suspending and I be in a dimple no because it will be very hard to get evidence in that sense, you know,
In that context,
to convict such a person. Unless maybe omo try video no omo wo ho. Omo you ready so be testify. And no cry you should go beyond say omo to do man beka. Because a bit me about say omo mpɛ na asem. And omo can this omo nya hardcore evidence. Say be the onum no enubone a say omo obi omo de be say no onum nubone the G Ukraine or something. But in all no, it's not good for a police officer to do something like that.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Now, Nana Regan also submission on that one.
I mean, this, I think, Nana Chimwaka. I mean, once you are, kind of say, you are in the service, and one of your duties is to make sure is to enforce the law. If I did enforce some laws and then when come, wow, a better then I mean it's a problem. I think say BBC say Ghana I think they have to investigate it. If the person is a Ghana police service person, they should just investigate it and then know say okay, because the service has to come clean and know say abena ye be timi kra to good mountains and some who boys so much motos ethical me and almost see normal search who be wo bag man na obotomu emra and I say o man can they know how to deal with you. And if you are doing that and then you go on to also do the same thing or chill be I mean it's something to worry about. So it's not a good thing. I mean we condemn it.
Okay. Now for the say if you are off duty na if you are we so je na we police ni na also off duty me fetch ho be na me nkotwe back be na me nkobo back bia with your uniform.
It still doesn't make you a disciplined service personnel.
Okay.
Once you are in it, Charlie, you have to abide by, because why do you also point you man what about the people that will see you?
Okay, it's a very big question. Roland Amate, how much in fact no question be no. Charlie, how big business?
Oh, let me use this opportunity to say a belated happy birthday to Yaya Papa, senior pastor of Create Ministries International.
Founder.
Yeah, yes, an American, only founder, senior pastor.
Senior most.
Yes, of Create Lounge Ministries International. Yaya Papa 747, AK47. Yes, or no, on the down. Let me say happy belated birthday to him, and let me say happy birthday to Poetini. Poetini should be birthday and my own boy Spizus almost should be on birthday about yesterday. So a belated birthday to them too. And all the same. For God.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. I think it's supposed to be the two screens in this one. You know, yeah, twice we do my so I've been my time to wait now. I'm fast that I say Emma, Dr. Anita, and then lawyer Pamela as well as Mr. Paul. I know say more yet watching, and thank you very much for your love and support all the time. You better move on to your main story for today. And then you better some few stories.
So it is confirmed say
Yes.
Isaac Nisoa.
That's the name, Isaac Nisoa. And I think there is a video crap on video nam coming crap and reach bit to me about Amai, but then maybe no later on crap. You move on to your main discussion. They will say like me video no. I'm not telling you say. Video.
You go tell the police people say if they show them corners. You, one of the police can't tell me. I snap you already.
Don't do that.
I go take you go on contest. I go see my name. Then you. If you go tell the police people say if they show them corners. You, one of the police can't tell me. I snap you already.
Don't do that.
I go take you go on contest. I go see my name. You call me one day. I say you. I go disgrace you.
Me,
hey, don't touch me. Go on the my phone.
One day don't do what
I see you, baby. Don't
do what
you see that every the same. Then you go. Go to them say this one day here. This one day here. This one I take you go and contest. If you don't show them the corners.
I'll never do that.
Obiamu, one police officer, only smoker, the same. Oh yeah, no informant. Go back. I snap you. They go and protest. The thing you do if everybody they can.
Me, I need to do that. Me.
Where's the corner where me?
Yes, sir.
Where's your now? So about do no be.
I need them.
As a policeman, what are you doing?
Day, I don't know.
What are you doing here?
One day, if you don't.
What's your position for here?
One day, I don't.
I said you. You see the way I take you video? If they go social media, I go make you enjoy yourself. Better.
One day.
If you need me one day.
One day.
You die with that. You see, you saw what? In them.
Okay, so this is the video. Roland, what's in kind? Then an episode.
I think this is somebody that why you so pissed about a policeman in uniform. You know, say when you live around some slums, you know some of the things that goes on in there. There are stories that you hear and there are some things that you see with regards to. There are things that's probably better say, oh, if there are police need be name. Boys need be almost get to be more and women do money, and they are there as informants. They just there to inform on them so that the police would know which places are sending money and shall meet me up or your friends scatter just to arrest them. And sometimes the police disguise themselves as one of them just to do it. But as to whether say almost share uniform it is just about 1 or 2 stories listen at pen aside this one say police need share uniform. Just to inform on like area boys and our boys of almost years it is just 1 or 2 cases, but from guy in the commentary now man, he was just trying to say as on any say a policeman will come and sit in the midst of them and do those things with them even in uniform. At the end of the day no qua then he will go and tell them at the headquarters and maybe at the station say omo until only you be chill more no nka because but only more betnasi we feel only we feel we are no
Okay, all right. Let me move on to your story. That is just by the way. You move on to your first story now. A story cited on Instagram. One of the finest babes and as ladies, your friend Julie K. Kans. Now we're making statements be say Ghanaians are very, very away make us a coward. Adanya and sama was see di near see a can. Yen share and can na in sim. And your sorry ye di. A bit to say if Yash was nigger. Delay asem by and na Zion fellas ne hwan and na Patapaaa we sansim hunu and ye di. E kan asem. Instead of say be a parliament ne e be a government akon asem. We and a lady Julie J can asem. There's a video to it. Ye video ni we are ye best start feature mo so na adwen ho kire ho no. Ono so dey atoso e wo ho. Say video ni be twa mo ba.
Only time most Ghanaians mind their business is when people are talking about politics. People are talking about how bad people are managing your economy. Only time most Ghanaians mind their business is when people are talking about politics. People are talking about how bad people are managing your economy. It's when people are talking about how people are risking your life and your future generations' life by taking risky and silly decisions that is going to put 30 million people's life at risk. The Ghanaian will mind their business. But when it comes to things like Abena Kokwe in True, Lewin's marriage, Patapaaa and his wife are fighting. If you're a nigger and they fight, you people go to the extent of knowing the root cause. You are so much interested in those issues. You are not minding your business, so do you know what you are doing? You don't know even when to fight for yourself. You don't know how to even stand for yourself. Most of you here are cowards. You are cowards. That is why the police are cowards. You are cowards. That is why the politicians will always have their way, because you don't even know what you want as a.
Okay. This is the beautiful lady I'm talking about. Our Instagram Julie J Kans and the page so you can story way. Chabo, yes, we a coward. Yes, me a coward. Yes, you are Ghanaian. I mean Ghanaian say a coward. I don't want you Ghanaian.
Me dem me tie and dem who man tin say o kan no aka ho de ba. Me fan say o kan ya o sa word coward no ntiase. No ntiase anko nkasa. Njo hanka me shade busa no say coward no kan no ntiase say na wa chirechire mu na ono a kire na ayim say on ntiase.
Bedase.
No ono a chirechire na ayim say on ntiase. Yeah. Omo munim de meka na mu. No wa chete ni sa this is not the first person obi can be busy but say a room maybe say omo ye mom who say ye nkasa sa de me ye nkasa sa na say o kasa sa omo mo wa that side nso be who say ebia wadwene mu na ho ana say on ready ne ma yie ye say ade a ehia wo no enye no ne hia obi emane ye more like subjective engine say enye subjective and I say enye objective thing na say we try say obema na ye objective I hard dream and the lady no and some now can a hard dream the man hard dream is say or no pese Ghana for nka ade hia o na ono nim ade hia Ghana for
say ono de near to form who say the government no e a kwan bi wo hono metutu flood dey see wa ha you know comedy bi mo the street bi mo say those are the kind of things that she was expecting say there you be embark on it ni ediechi ni ya protesting on that instead of say bia abna kokko eyi ni through excuse my languages any way Patapaaa yes that is what she's trying to mean and would you agree to what she's saying?
No I wanted to be diplomatic but all the question about
feel free
say me BB the man here nkwasa can say no ontimi nkyere de hia Ghana for na de Ghana for nka ho asem de obi ape na oka ho asem ono na waba betena say all can say de all can no obi nti be ka say all can sim hu e ti say de ono pese o ka say wa obedi Patapaaa asem achi wa obedi Zion Felix asem achi abana kokko asem achi no unnim de ope anata onu kwa de we de want to say we a coward ye done ne pay betimi use the same words amano de ehia enye enu ne hia obi yes but ebi o ha de hia obi no enye papa yete ase ba ye nka ne se de obeka no no e ho na ye issue no obetimi aka wa asem no obi on say no se de gay yi kan ene ne ma o kan no me gidi se ye de ani di a kire be boaye ba men ko kama ne nye se wa ma me di wo de achi bia sa nipa no agimi ana se sa nipa ne nim de ope e wo biase e ho ne ma na asem ne ye yi no de ho kan yes enko fo na se ye topics a ye de bani adade ye wo mo me di atem se ye nka topic papa bia wa
I think the sorry me there was a post comment we making say yeah in Nigeria 17 my comment section see the way on a comment section make dry post be a Nigerian because
yeah I know crowd they normal but no one day I will expose them when they makan wa hase yeah the hard figures yeah the real numbers never back na I say omo kan omo na me numbers na say omo nkasa na me
right
but anyway the point I'm trying to make is that when something is of interest to you now it's not of interest to others now person o convinces ango of no mo be do echa ye nkasa sa de o kasa no
okay
o kam ye hu se o de na aka no nyansa o mti ye ni wachi ba ye nkasa emfa ni di omo di other you know atem say ase ho na makofa de munim nyansa mo ye coward or whatever you can use such words I mean only me nyadwan me no nyadwan but ukọ that direction na okọ ye na onsam na oka no say so easy e to say the oka na enko Ghana ha me hwe ne background na e kra me mu say oni Ghana ha na and it's so cheap for people especially those who are outside Ghana no to be using such words and such things say Ghana for young fighting for our right young fight meanwhile no more na o makodu ho na aye fo amoma internet kra bo onye din enti no obetumi agesi so aye no say de oye ni omo wa hanka omo nye because say wo well no say obeye no kra no internet board din ti kra no untimi kra ma megina internet so nye sa adede no o ekomo de wo go peduane di time be na ade ba be akoye sa demonstration ni ade no I'm not saying that we don't have problems in Ghana, and I say we are not doing our best to fight it. No, but who fighting from there? No, say the who inside no. Oba high and sa. And omo be jina wa to 2 8 oba Ghana 2 days pe. Was a me cry as a me corner Ghana edin dodo. Na ya wo ya tena ma beti we no, and you don't appreciate us.
The legends.
Sa e brena ya wo ya tena ma bedru we ya bo bra ko da bi enya aduane di no. You won't appreciate us, but to say yakwa kodi Patapaaa semochi, yakwa kodi Zion Felix, yakwa kodi sanko fu bi na wo to you no irrelevant e ho yen no. Sebio ye Jimmy or whatever ye car was as she puts it. Sa enipa na no. O yen ko fa na yi, yen fa ne fun. Na yen hwe ade a wo hwe ne kese. Ana ade a wo hu ne kese. Ana say even country na wo mu no. Enema ye ka ho asem kese. Ye gossip ni ye yi na ye kese wo ho. And ye politics woni krom ho.
Say ebia or no feel say ebia hono no sa politicians no they are making things right over there.
Yeah.
And say a kasa gossip no wasema it's not a big deal. But as to say no now politicians now not making things right. We should rather focus on the politicians rather than following the other celebrities and then up and down like that. No?
Good. But problem with that and then they say wo na wo kwa ye follow politicians ne omo ye no. Na ye can ebe happen like what do we have to offer as they say amekoka politician bi ho asema then ne ya tani aba me say enu nti no me ma omo solution and say meka Zion Felix ho asem na I will make money out of it as in as my job ni me no ono ni me anka de hen no be.
It's a big question.
Indi ono o musa no ho say ninsama a oka no a bia ba say aye discuss no emu de hen no oka ye fa politician ho e call viral to say the way na oka.
Okay.
Ono I want to see back.
All right, thank you very much Chamo. Ono no de no. You move on to Roland. Ono so take on this very issue. The lady na Canada. What do you think about it?
Barry, near Mekan say she has a point, okay. She has a point kind of, but talk is cheap. You know, talk is cheap in the sense that there are so many ways that, and I mean, the easiest way to get out of such some situation is to point accusing fingers. That is it. Especially if you have no idea as to how the system is running, or you have no idea as to how probably the people who are much like Onipa no involved in a feeling. The least thing or the easiest way out is to point accusing fingers, which is what she did. Well, I don't blame her though, because this is somebody that is in a seemingly good system that onu feel say okay and can young could be on so any baby the person is supposed to live the way she's living. But Entessa, and she finds it so interesting to see say most of the things that she is seeing on her internet pages and on the feeds, so yes, things of this nature. So she feels say that the country is quiet. She feels the people who yet na ye feel a yaw no ye din and I am fine. Forgetting say whatever she looks at, like whatever content or sharing me and someone on the phone so and then idea a repeat and the children on the phone so so yes and we know say what say I see the way our internet here juma obetimi obehu say even nipa mienu anam yen sebimpo ebetimi amono te ne kom hono me e won ahwe ne phone so adden say oh this is the biggest thing in Ghana, so over Ghana no be answer that that is it. Yes, we know we have problems. We know we have so many things that we need to call our leaders to. But then, say, you can't say you didn't in nature, you say, I say to what end? The end, they say, you didn't my papa na ye some but then, it doesn't mean that most of the things that we do are irrelevant. Say no can. If it is not relevant, and she knows the right. When you say, Kroma saying, the funny thing is that most people seem to have the solution. But one thing is difficult is implementation. Give somebody pen and paper, make me list the problems of Ghana A to Z. Maybe 50% solution. But how to implement it is 0.0005. That is the problem. So yes, you can clearly see that these are people with brilliant brains of Chrome hand and work. To what end would you tell somebody that is suffering, say, or sounds like a coward? And I say, oh, chasing irrelevant stuff. Do you know how many times these, like the people in the country have fought? Do you know the kind of hassle people have gone through? People who have abandoned their jobs to even take on the system at a point to even, I'm going to lose some jobs. Only the risk involved. Only how unfriendly the whole environment is, especially when you even try to even do something for yourself. So sometimes before we make such harsh statements, Mr. Tameka says she has a point and they say yes. At least when you see somebody going through some form of discomfort, you can throw in a word or two just to encourage the person out of it. Which is why I feel she has a point. Yes, when you say a system never had any. So she is telling us at least we should wake up. But in that light, you shouldn't throw insults. Or you shouldn't throw foul words. That is the bottom line. You can tell somebody, say, oh, situation here with me, say, so there are better ways that you can get out of that situation. But you don't insult the person. Because you don't know the kind of, your friend is saying, effort and you put in that situation just to get out of it. If you have any other better ways or you think you can come here and help the system change, we are open. Charlie, Ghana issue. I'll be another independence in the air chain.
Okay, so now what can I say? On one shut that NTS because it be a walk on the other side of one minute. Or let's say be a everything is alright like the wages are over then. That's what you're trying to make right. And the approach, was on the right note, but how or say or kind of wasn't alright.
That one day.
Okay, thank you very much. That is Roland for you. Let's move on to the Beef Nation president. Reagan also on the side of it. Do you think some politicians are almost to see Sesana lady Kanana?
No, we know that one is obvious.
So what are we doing that we can't get them?
Okay, maybe understanding what the video now different. I understand the point where Roland and Chemo is also coming from, which I agree with them. In fact, you can't, if you want to talk about cowardness and Kawasanka original fruitness on a then you shout it. You don't have to run from the battle for the
baby as a coward, more common, want to call it you, and yes, are you? Or we are coward, more common now, call it.
I mean, that is where I agree with my brothers. I mean, that is the angle where they want to take it from, and it's solid. So, yes, if I want to also take it from that same angle, I will go the same tangent, almost correct. But there's this general thing that I want to come from. Like, that is how I understand what she is trying to put out. Yes, the coward dear. Yeah, coward pa.
Yeah, coward.
Pa.
You agree with her?
Pa.
Okay.
And you're no cry, no cry. Maybe I will not.
Right. Let's generalize it.
I will not come from a non-video.
Okay.
Coward, yeah, coward. Yeah, coward in the sense that in some of course who are handling the brain. Once say freedom fighters na crap on. Most of the times they don't even think about enyama ebeto after. I mean, fronting
what they will face when they try to face the system.
Yes.
That's where a man what teacher Kojo did. And what happened to teacher Kojo. And you can say teacher Kojo coward. What do you mean? Do you understand that word?
Okay. Reagan to us.
Okay. Yeah, I think Chemu is a solid example. Me, I am a problem. So you see, before everybody becomes a fighter, I've been sending this message out that before you become a fighter, especially in a country like this where you know the politicians say they know. If you want to become a fighter, first of all, you should know you are going to fight a system. A system that has been deliberately made for certain people. you are going to fight such forces, and you don't go with like a soft expectation, and I say a soft hands, expecting everything to, because you think say yeah, oh numbers, when you shout everybody will come and join you. That is all. No.
Okay.
If you are not coward, sometimes you can start some of these fights and then you will hit hard, they will hit you back hard, and you will still go back and hit hard again. But the thing we see in most cases is that they will hit, and when they are hit, they sleep, they cry. It means that you did not prepare, and you did not even understand the kind of fight you are getting yourself into. Before you become such a freedom fighter, you need to understand the fight you are getting yourself into. You need to understand what you want to achieve, and until you achieve that thing, if you are brave, until you achieve that thing, you will never surrender. That is why you have people like Rollins. Yeah, the number to please need to tune him more. Yeah, and then he will still come back and fight the same course until he achieves what he wants to achieve. That is why we have some leaders around the world. Mandela, I won't say, yeah, yo, my yakayaka dio. Uncle or Sanko will give you up. I'm going to say, I do the cry, and you ain't quite accommodate. And you see them individually. Individually, they will champion the cause till they achieve that result some person will achieve. But in this country, the coward part in the crap way how we allow the same. We will be fighting a group of politicians. Then we will allow another group of politicians to pass through the window and come and inject us with political strategies and ideologies. I had to say, they say I'll mind more and then I will point out, I will list critical things and cause and rating it solve it. Then you will see who baby are the nifi. You best start, hey, and I will say, hey, no, born first some cake, car, hey, no radio for this, listen for this, TV for discussing. I dare bet you know who they be and then, and I read that, and I read an agenda instead of it being a national interest. I call personal interest, with the hopes that a certain politician will win power, and then they will make Nana Reagan Ministry of Agric, because on I'm mewo, on Obenya Benquayano. I just say,
Hona Bell.
Obenya Benquayano. I don't quite pay. I bet you see me. Which I'm able to make a sorry into me. I'm going to
I bet the party and catch your cool because I bet Ubenya, oh,
and to get an answer, my money now to go cry.
Okay.
I mean, there are some things we can pick from what she is saying, and yet they will all come
by the theme of her message. You know, was that we are coward, and the definition of coward in terms of the delivery. Say, yeah, can't
but to you, don't you think that is
because yeah, can't they be a can't. And the minimum how or no person cannot like
maybe you want you see
we've been saying it even on this platform. But I mean 2 days or 3 days ago your topic can be or cry. Yeah boss.
No, the thing is that
and the young can say
the me who say chemo and yan can. The me who say you see some of this people the reason why I want to apart from maybe general angle is many rule and chemo say I say some of these people omo no mo yes ankrofo na ono gidigidi na opese ohun onye bi na o shankrofo after election we saw a lot of them. Some of them thought it was just grammar they can write on social media, they are handles, so they will be inciting people. Omo ni hwe a ye hwe nsabe nso hwegu na chire na chi ra onya ohwefo po. Now, omo inside sound crowd say they should go on the streets. No, not to them or to be crowd in the car. No, I have video. To air conditioning, no, I have video. Go, bend the ties, bend it, bend the ties. We will not agree.
Yes, not air condition.
Not air condition. Kami who ye? Kami who ye? Nanka wo. Kami who ye? Wow, yeah, bend the ties. Let's occupy EC's office. Let's do this. Nanka wo. That's all we're in.
There be no time I could now call. There be time I'll call. Now you could have matches. No, but over kita petro.
What's all we're in, sir? Now back. Match. Let's match. Tie down.
No, you could have matches.
Make it a lighter. Let's get a gallon full.
Petro.
Now let's go. We will not agree. Me who say yes, Charlie Dabi. Maybe you do no. Akwane de the family not to lie. Now who say baby? Say out to US who say London who say
Jamie. Heavy. And I want to go back. Why nipa bani same way. Me and say waka bibio. By any man waka ne say the waka yeah. And I was taking it from the angle say on only interest say ebi ono dey be person or take political issues. And this who say kind entertainment issue yeah Jimmy. And I say
I mean that won't be strike
yeah, that's the angle. I mean your platforms will come 247 politics. And you know, him for omo can enu bi na e coward na say enu na wo hu no ba bia
you made a point about Abrante with teacher Kojo.
And how can you say teacher Kojo a coward?
No, could it be no teacher Kojo there no yeah fine. I understand say he was trying to fight for the teachers.
And he was fighting for a whole system.
But maybe the approach wasn't right. And the man ended up that way.
I ain't doing the coward now.
Fighting the system, it's like changing the course of a moving train. Fighting the system, it's like changing the course of a moving train in a certain direction. Once a train and before I bet train break, me and chain at once break. And I be say, okay, say who jina train? And then break. I walk on our day chair. It is either you might get the whole thing crashed, or you yourself. You see that? Yes, one thing ube inja, and now say ube say bibi and sana, you will get a system to change.
Okay.
So it is not as easy as ube one.
Wajid Reagan
Yes, one the last
the American say, one say teacher could do the Chemo boss. He say, you can call the other teaching bodies cowards. What I say, at least you've had one person from your field or sacrificing or say, may be or kuneni. And unim systems and all. The system can fight individuals, but it cannot fight groups.
For sure.
Inti anka omo realize yes no Charlie I don't know teacher koja start no ye ni na ye na ya adwen ye ni na de enwo asi ho ye ni na ye teacher koja nkwa ntoko ye ni na ya ntoko anka instead of the system saying say ye teacher koja edi no the system will try to address the issues teacher koja were trying to raise. So what I say,
I get it.
Until the moment teacher Kojo ebe sorry amu amaka mo be ti ada akodi toto akodi toto nkomo no muni na mo ye chaos. So what I say,
I get it.
Aha no mo de eno ejenu no krapo ani genye girl na asem mu krapo hu nkomo die. What I say,
I get it.
Aha, but the another thing so I messa can say where I'm saying I agree with Roland Echemo say sometimes in Ghana for na nya munya akonya 2 kwan kwa aburuchiri. Munya nimdie ene adwen sakra mu nsema mumbra field ne so na mumbra na ye
experience ni
what I say China for kwa America ne hwana na omugo omudi akoyo mkro yie nti mo so mu 2 kwan na mo konya sa nimdie ma mo mbe kire say oba London kra ha no mo traffic lights no say o oba US kra ha no mo no bus ntwomo
by bus
bra brefu onim na ye no na nu I no eswa because aha no ne kan ye izo enti na nkofo bebre aha no mo mo say omo ye neutrals be okodura bojesu ya yi na ni.
Okay, thank you very much. Yebefa the Tune Jonas na asem no so nyina. Ne mo de ko bibini. Etumo fo na mo posa. Okay, this is what the lady is saying. Also, what's submission then? What is your opinion around it? The comment section is reserved for you. For comment to hold on now. Now, party in the park. Press briefing. And a press briefing. Yes, press briefing. And then a course. Now, and some echoes like back and forth questions. They're too wondering about this party in the park. Yeah, the media personnel opportunity to say, "Mumbi someone some and as they how much you hold now." Your Casamafo Emma party in the park that more press briefing DJ Mensa in your chance in the BCBC questions be hold now. There is a video there or reply say, in fact, you bet me amount that accreditation. You bet me amount chance and so okay, you are a media partner to this party in the park event, but yen to me assure we say ubenya visa yen hwe san oka no ye wi a ye behwe nkomo kakra e wo da area mu hono ye twa ho bra.
We be the best, yeah. We be the best. This what you want. We be the best. We be the best.
We have to continue to support, but the problem I have is with the media. Sometimes we support you support them. Problem having to get out but some of my colleagues will complain. So maybe I'll suggest try and treat the media also that will continue to support. Thank you.
Thank you. It's good to touch on the media. Everything we do, the best people to get the right message out there is the media, is the press. Whether it's written press, bloggers, whatever it may be. We want to partner with you guys. Part of the reason why we're here. We want to get closer to you guys. Even if the president of Ghana is traveling, he has a media team that is following. We want to adopt the same thing. So yes, from time to time, we're going to be building that relationship with you, and we will want you guys to come on board. Apologies if in the past we've not been able to do that. But I think things are going to get better, and it's all about talking, it's all about building a relationship. So thank you for that question, and yes, we will improve on that. Okay.
My name is Hello? Yeah, my name is DJ Mensa, and Dennis is my partner. I think I forgot to know what the question about the media and support. I just want to add up to what Dennis said. We would like to take everybody left with Patapaaa, but there's a standard with the British High Commission. I would like the media to know that, try and study that, because we can give you whatever you need, our support, but if you don't have the right requirements to get visas, you'll be denied. You understand? So I'll plead with the media. We get a lot of messages. Everybody wants to come. We would like to protect everybody because the more media we have, the more publicity we get. But if you don't meet the right requirements, bro, you'll be denied. So let's try to solve that one out.
I want to ask something. I decided to generalize it. Like myself, I was doing visa. We have people in the media, they don't have anything to do with visa problems. But when it gets to the event, when it gets to getting accreditation, or getting, I don't want to use another event in the UK or US, but I'm going to like treating the media well. Those who have business already and those who don't have it. That's what I'm saying. I just decided to not just
That's something that I've had with the media, a conversation that I've had with Ghana. You wait, a lot of times the media wait till the day of the event to ask for accreditation. It doesn't work like that.
Okay, so we feedback a press briefing about the party in the park, London. Nana Reagan, does that maybe person maybe a simple question? Say, as organizers of programs like this outside the country, now we invite media personnel and media partners now. Don't you think, Sana, it's not right for the organizers now maybe on be making sure somebody taking visits now, making sure some be don't you think say it should be like that?
Well, it depends on whatever media partnership you have with the event organizers. First of all, say if it is in the interest of the organizers to invite you for a coverage, I know sometimes there are certain terms they agree with you. Maybe they can tell you that, let's say they have written a letter to invite Sammy Flex TV and they need coverage from Sammy Flex TV. Sammy Flex TV will then present a number of reporters and as people that will go and do the coverage, depending on Obia role or Kwako play. So Sammy Flex will say, okay, I have 5 people to do the coverage. Or be present and then they will have a meeting and I said they will communicate and then reach an agreement. We say, okay, instead of young organizers, we have 5 in coverage now, more mobile cover, which a year production and mobile cover. You can put it out. I'm saying this thing because sometimes, one hour could track coverage, whether it is a live feed or a recorded feed. Sometimes you seek sponsorship to show them, which gives you money. What I say, this is for the bigger media. They seek sponsorship to that coverage and more musikabi. So the organizers will say that, okay, if you are going to show this thing on TV, if you are going to play this thing on radio and talk about this, because you have sponsors for it, we will take, let's say, 2 people out of your 5 crew members. We will pay for their flights in and out and then give them accommodation and then food. So the company, which is Sammy Flex TV, should also take care of the other 3 people. So sometimes such negotiations goes on. But if you're a media house and then you write to Ghana Party in the Park to seek for accreditation, then you should be ready to fund
your own bill,
your own flight, visa fees, and all of that. What I say, first of all, you should know what you want before you write to Ghana Party in the Park. If you want to go there and have certain production, interviews, nyama documentaries, and to who media house your advantage. So if you are going seek sponsorship for yourself, and then go, what they can do for you is to write a letter for you, say, okay, this person is coming to do ABCD with us, and then you add those letters to your documents and go and look for the sponsorship, for the visa. Until one of the Dumbo visa and the but say you try on one koji visa amount, no more try plane ticket amount. I mean, that is too expensive for any events organizing body to do. Too expensive. I mean, look at the kind of the number of bloggers we have in Ghana. Look at the radio stations we have, the TV stations we have, and you want to fly all these people. Don't forget, you are flying artists, you are flying their managers, you are flying road managers, PR, side chicks, escorts, and then yama. We are fly media house, crew 3, a be there 2, a be there 5, and easy. I mean. Any event company, any profit. So I think the simplest thing that I know is that it depends on who is making the demand and who is approaching who. If the event organizers approach you, then you have that negotiation power to decide. Say, okay, because you want us to do ABCD with you, we want it for a longer term. So young terms in say no obia any win-win obia. And I say, because open say no, me coming to me for cost now at this time.
Okay.
And I mean sponsors behind, I want to put in this package for you. Say me banner me be cover. May you say am say na me yama. I want you to and you just negotiate and it is not mandatory on the organizer say I was say the at all costs they should fly media people to the place. No. Yes, that is why they have a media list. Every event organizing company be on a media list.
Okay.
Okay. And so that is they use their media data at every point in time when they are organizing their events. So they will send invitations to that through that media data to their specific media houses or bloggers they want to use. So if it comes out, say, oh dear, fine. There are some things, and you want to be taking 100% cost. Almost some be taking a comment support you, baby. And yes, I'm not a one who demand there. So, a person cover BET. and you write to them, and I don't think they can only give you a letter to come.
Okay, thank you very much. You move on to Roland. In this case, Party in the Park, almost sponsorships. What you say? And now for you know, organize your money. It is almost to insufferate media personnel now. Don't you think, say, having the sponsors, the sponsors should at least also come inside and get some fees, and they should have the checklist. Maybe a NIPA 5 and a media partners bear 5B pay any echo. You sponsor.
Barry, let me say before I make us, let me say a big shout out to Tap Send. I think so more year they are doing something right. Like almost year they can say because when I look at the number of events Tap Send and also this year, wow. Even from last year, the drive of modern marketing through platforms and even through events, I think they need some form of commendation. Me come as say kusi enya fufu obedi na emomodro
ne woma enkone bom.
You see, it would have been like it is every organizer's dream, say, no matter where you are doing your event, you have people who will trumpet the event to even others who could not even would not be able to come to the event to experience it. And a organizer be a dream, and sponsors also come on board to help the organizer's dream come to pass. But the thing is that there are limitations to everything that we do. Even as event organizers. Ubisa any of these foreign promoters or event organizers who do the Party in the Park, the music awards and stuff now, they will tell you, say, Charlie, but there are so many challenges and limitations when it comes to some of these things. One has to do with organization. Which organization are you taking along? Two has to do with documentation. In this state especially, unfortunately for us, most of our runners, the things that we do them the informal way. And sometimes these are some of the things that makes us a little limited when it comes to flowing with such systems. Because most of the money informal way. You will be more they belong to the system, all right. They belong to the media fraternity, that is the entertainment media fraternity. But you try the informal way, cash in hand. But then, bring bank statement. Into your honor, it is going to be a limitation. And here two has to do with sponsorship now, kind. And sponsor the Nkawaba board, it is about maybe for the extra mile of even getting people. Even football, I'm out for it.
Yeah.
We have people who even sponsor supporters to tournaments.
Good.
But the thing is that when you look at the funds that go into the organization of the whole event, now you want to burden that sponsor. Already now getting a sponsor for the whole event, like I say, a big challenge.
Yeah.
Now you get the sponsor and you want to extend that, your friend is say help, to act like extra. Even though say it is going to help the organizers, but then it makes the whole thing very, very difficult. So they can only pick a handful. But the emphasis say all things being equal, be on the documentation, right? Because see, most of the people that will write, especially from this side to foreign promoters, do not have their documentations right. And they have one big challenge.
Okay.
So by what the emphasis say you'll be on the documentation writing part, the organizers can only fund just a few people, a handful of people. You 10 media houses crowd. I think they can just the highest they can go is about 3 or 4.
Okay.
They can't almost move 5 crowd. That is a huge challenge. So that is where I tend to agree with upon a regard the two across and say, you see, sometimes some of these things it bestows on us, the media houses, to also go a step further. If indeed we want to partner, any partnership, say okay, foul, employee, like we just gather you and take you there for you to go and do your job. Yes, partnership maybe it is about you, your platform, and how you can also bring something on board to help push whatever agenda we are trying to push. And can be a media partner being fair Ghana Party in the Park or see, ebia me so me wo wine Bofrot company or sponsor me show. I can drag them for them to sponsor about maybe I'm the 5 crew members but I can drag them to sponsor about 3 of them on documentation. Visa tickets fans na. So you should also take care of 2. And you think the organizers will not do? At least someone will say, oh, this is somebody that aside everything is also trying to push the whole agenda. Because yes, it will benefit the organizers, but it will also benefit you as a media house.
Okay.
It widens your reach, your tentacles and all that. And yes, it may benefit the organizers more, but you will also have something that will be beneficial to you. So sometimes the media should not only move to the organizers and say, oh, they be like, invite here. So you guys should take us along. Sometimes you should also propose something on the table.
Okay.
When you do, it makes the whole conversation easier, and it even shows how prepared you are when it comes to this whole event and international organizations.
All right, thank you very much. And also, Roland, and also the submission on this very story. You move on to Chabo. Final. Mensa Kasano, or make a statement. Be say we can give you the site. So okay,
letter of recommendation.
Good. Say you are part of us, but as to say Bema of this no we have no idea about that. So Osha, don't you think they should just come out with a checklist that will rightfully make them pass through? Help the media partners. Okay, Famanguko, Fakutuko, Faweko, now the qua Ebia.
I know Oko embassy was animal in a head document now be fill the say open visa no application form no. Sa my checklist in now. In the new organizers in there some of them.
So, but can't they also coach you and I say directly?
And then the United States in Ghana Balance Connection Men. Connection Men.
Guru boys.
No, I say one organization.
You have companies and do course our company no obey a checklist number. So why wouldn't mean
the travel and tour.
Travel and tour for best me honestly me topic we like questioning by I was like where the wine for embassy for the booze for I think party in the park they are doing something right.
Yeah.
And at this briefing, they were trying to tell people what will happen there and how they want them to come on board in terms of promotions and how to do your things in connection with party in the park. And this visa questionnaire, they are not the right people to ask such questions.
To be asked?
Yes. For them, they can give you what it takes. In terms of documentation, or bet me do more than a month. But the other side, only embassy. In fact, even schools, I or average client to me, my average, and Obi organizing a party. School, I work like a school in the UK cannot guarantee that you get a visa to come. Even a school in the UK.
Yeah.
Almost mean guarantee. They will send a letter to the embassy that they have given you admission, but the embassy will still go ahead and scrutinize your, document coming from your side. As a one passer, forget about the letter that school wrote to them. And this is the same thing. Party in the park organizers can write a letter to you, say, yes, we know this guy. He wants to come and cover the party in the park event in the UK. That's all that they can do. And you know, no one can say you na for where you bra. The treasurer we a press person, another treasurer media guy out beba unibi. For bank statement beba unibi. And they are also so no party in the park organizers and enquire a bank statement mawa.
Say you meet my
and you know, and the woman I don't know woman be born Guru boys and our connection man as I from Ghana.
Okay.
And a party in the part organizers, they are not Guru boys or they are not connection men. And you know, wow, person could be wouldn't documents are here. Oko a travel and tour agency be and now Guru boy and the Omobu. omo boa na watua sa na beye me mfa sa bed ne nkoka party in the park organizers the ombetumi aya ne say letter ombetwa ma omo tro letter na omo dwi they can't guarantee anything and the obusa question no I think Mustafa on na yi omo a omo wo ne idea ni bia omo so genuinely they want to go and maybe omo frustrated when they go to the embassy but I think this question is for the embassy and I say it's for in quote guru boys are omunim how the system works and to go and see them they will tell you the right procedure to follow so that you will get the visa and go and participate in the whole event and you know we there any party in the park for us man we should just commend party in the park as an organization we omo no omo for some time and they have experience and I think some of these things you know they know what to do but they can't guarantee that you will get the visa and we should take it like that.
Okay. Yeah, party in the park no any Ghana music industry no. How do you see the future? Okay, too, no, in connection with the London and Abibi on venue, no, do you think that it's helping the industry now?
Oh yes, they have done well. Neither is helping cry. What they have done quite till now, no, I think it's enough. A better household name in UK and even in Ghana. More like a festival that happens every year or within some years, based on circumstances. I think say it be a whole man there for COVID time and you know they have done well and they are still doing something good that we should thank them. In fact, there are some people are almost what their vision to be part of the event and you know in their music career is part of motivation to be part of the event, you know, and in the organizers, you know. Aya dey say omatimi di bibi say aba motivating for class say omobenya chance akwa yebi. So the only thing we can say at this time is to say kudos to them. They have done well.
All right, you been here sponsors. Me person me kokoye party in the park, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and we can stand for it. You been here. All right, so what's the next story? Patapaaa aba bedi banke the apologies. A man for a case Zion Felix. You know yet here na Patapaaa ene obroni ba omo warrior na ensemo bebe ba be ema you know already definitely you're going to get back and forth in there. Now Zion Felix enya akonya etukwan ko Germany eno ne Patapaaa ne wife ekoye interview. Na nkomo ekọ so ho no. Before we bring say Patapaaa I mean Zion Felix should have called Patapaaa back in Ghana. Seek permission and Sana on the lady no enya interview no to talk about that very particular discussion no. Abe back and forth between Patapaaa and Zion Felix ni ade. There is a video of Patapaaa and the ababe to abontin a o kire say anope cross sorry kra ne sekrontwie no de beguso. Yen hwe sa video we ye ba Roland best at e ho no amaye.
Zion Felix mo se wo sma pauche wo kwase yampeni ana pepo mi twetwe mi sibi menum na abon na me de ba bayi Zion Felix mo se wo sma pauche wo kwase yampeni ana pepo mi twetwe mi sibi menum na abon na me de ba bayi ya omo o ma me de 5,000 o ma pauche wo nkwasi adna akwa oje mi na me pauche wo na ka osofo no chos adna me posti anadwena na ma ada no na ka osofo no che wo ma me de twem kwasi yampeni abo Zion Felix na me posti anko ba pick no waka cho se ma pauche wo o na ne tweme me de Zion Felix mo se wo sma pauche wo kwase yampeni ana pepo mi twetwe mi sibi menum na abon na me de ba bayi ya omo o ma me de 5,000 o ma pauche wo nkwasi adna akwa oje mi na me pauche wo na ka osofo no chos adna me posti anadwena na ma ada no na ka osofo no che wo ma me de twem kwasi yampeni abo Zion Felix na me posti anko ba pick no waka cho se ma pauche wo o na ne tweme me de Zion Felix mo se wo sma pauche wo kwase yampeni ana pepo mi twetwe mi sibi menum na abon na me de ba bayi ya omo o ma me de nkwasi adna akwa oje mi na me pauche wo na ka osofo no chos adna me posti anadwena na ma ada no na ka osofo no che wo ma me de twem kwasi yampeni abo Zion Felix na me posti anko ba pick no waka cho se ma pauche wo o na ne tweme me de
Patapizi I'm for case is here the way I'm an abroso me baby I'm there I haven't seen Zion Felix coming out to apologize me who any post, any video or anything like that. Maybe he's gotten it. Roland, do you think it's the right approach? Maybe a Patapaaa in my position.
Even the matter of whether Zion has come to apologize or not in the crown, the matter of whether Zion has come out to apologize or not in the crown, I don't think say I think say bogus. Bogus, because you see, this is an issue that we shouldn't even encourage. In fact, Patapaaa, the genesis of this whole issue of Patapaaa even taking offense because on any wife for problem and as Zion Felix I could interview wife without his permission. I asked myself, like, Patapaaa, who Zion saying?
Yeah, Jumama.
Who Zion says Zion yeah, Akolebi and ask who Zion says Zion Nim no yana. Now you want somebody is going to interview another person and you want them to come and take permission from you because you are the husband. The Patapaaa said all the interviews that he has granted insulted everybody. Or could you permission when the once and your interview now? You see, sometimes let's be realistic and think here. Such instances or such statements even coming from him. Zion said I be part or now on part and also na where the name Christ said. No, Christ said because you are saying say Zion said I be part and I also one part the genesis of this whole issue now kasan bogus. Why should you be peeved about this? And the kind of allegations that he made and all that. You see, Patapaaa is a very talented artist. He should not disappoint. He is beginning to disappoint the people who love him. So Unima me catch him. Omo pe Patapaaa sem. Unima me catch him say ogu omo nima ase. So onu hu so ogu ni hu nima ase. Ogu omo ono ne fans. Yes, enima ase. Yes, ogu Patapaaa so just anima say. Because that issue we nye issue a me be hu ni ti hu ni nine. Me hu ni ti hu ni nine, and I would rather prefer say Patapaaa should rather concentrate on his career. Because he is talented. And yes, you're talented. Or you're talented. He makes songs. And he is good. He has
songs.
What's say sending live songs. Oh, Patapaaa is talented. And he makes songs. He has.
Talented.
He has.
Talented.
He has a good number.
Now in Ghana.
Now, I know the Ubet me abonum. Ne hate ne die. Ubet me hate. Another yameti haidu.
Now obo school part to man lekala kun.
Now what
the men ka say won so talent. Ka say bia won penenum.
Me say baby a me na me say me who so your talent.
Ka say me who say or talented. I still are wrong. Ka say me penenum.
It doesn't
matter. But on ka say on
penenum.
Obi betumi ka onye talented by no pe onye.
Obi betumi say obi obeka so mo yefe. Obi say obeka so mo
yefe. Talented by penenum.
Uni bobo so go bi outside na efe.
Obi ohon talented. Obi
You see, Patapaaa should concentrate on his music career. Santo kwanya oku ngwa sekra mo no nkasa ne personality. Say ono e bia no no gu ni ho anima ase no hu ye. But the fans anymore who good na me hu hia no. Because when you come and insult Zion Felix say or say wa pacho and I will say one pacho. And so what? Like ne nyansa na ewo ne nyen no. Ne tintini tetia no ne kraka na say
the question is again no pay.
Exactly, that is my point. Because when it comes to talkability, you Patapaaa, you can just do anything. Just recently, rap in your song, you went viral. You had a whole week of talkability on the internet. So what again do you Patapaaa need to get the talkability? Because the songs you are doing it, and you have a way of drawing people's attention to your songs. So all these things that you come and insult somebody, and you need less. Because these are private issues that we expect you to respect yourself, respect your wife, and respect your fans, and keep it as such. We don't expect you to come out and bust and be insulting like this. Because whether Zion Castle or Pacho or Castle on Pacho, he should just keep quiet and concentrate on his career.
With apologies here, I once saw a video be as I feel not couching. I don't know or render apology, but Me nim kwan opeso.
Asem we no. Patapaaa is saying say Zion Felix say or no Patapaaa be patch. And a Patapaaa say or me patch.
That's what I'm trying to mean. Zion Felix or no patch.
Zion Felix in a patch.
Yes, Patapaaa for whatever happened. Now Patapaaa so instead of say be on so be patch or say and say be say me be can be about you Zion Felix man can you or no person say on can she.
And you was on patch or no Patapaaa on patch. And that's the issue. But the other side they say Zion Felix Abeka say Patapaaa panichel. Apa or no Zion Felix. So that's the way the Patapaaa no sir Zion Felix also my pouch and okotini.
Okay, young Fetcham, what's so media fatwa so? Would you say it's relevant and as a beer, Ninum beer or the piano and also promoting Viviana?
Say Ninum bio say dear you meaning is a do we have one baby. Your uncle Fubio home so sonny so and I say Omo yes oh Zion anya dear one no sanko for no Patapaaa me on show me. So Obia went to Patapaaa for say Onya na baby or dey kono emwa no. Say ni pa minim I don't have motive or more but the Patapaaa no enya de ayeboa Patapaaa. Yemfa ne say Zion aye ne bone. Say wa ma esan say no Patapaaa na afa Zion jumanti. So koye juma wa mekra no. Say me no yire koye interview wa kan kire me. Ndi wa ye obone. Ya ti ase. But I say no results be na Patapaaa off. Say Zion Felix aye bone. Wa ba beka. Ama ebinum omo didi say de o ka no. Eno ano no omo ta na chi. Omo didi say de o ka no emfa kwan mana ababia nim no omo so one side. Wa kan no awi. Say no de to aso bana still a o kasa no. Me hia no anata me ben anka mebusan say intide na ope efrim like
na me ka say o ka say o hia na ababo
o debi me bu ni say wa
say akwala
debi me nyesa akra me mbo no and beside Patapaaa yes me
obet ebia na chemu
still Patapaaa nya akwala
one first of all mean say and can me sene mpo in fact say e ya akra kitwa mpo me I don't believe in that thing. In membu be Americans so much opa fa omba ko anim. The whole thing is Patapaaa adia o yesisia no. Results be na ope. E no ye one. Me pese me. And two said the oye no. Enye ono nko ana yeye mu bia ye hu ni se onye ni ye no egu nanim ase o. Ogu ni yere nenem ase. Ogun krofo bia e je se sofo no kra na o se sofo no ene ma ni posi sa de akofa asama batisi ya no. Sa sofo no kra ogu nanim ase. Because we say wa e ye sofo ena o tro bibi ma o ena wa posi o page ena de wo sofo ne tro ma wo no akofa asemu ya ba binum ka se wa pa chew se wa ba na be kan bia de obetumi aka me gidi say bia very reasonable and say o mpa chew bia nti amanfo manin kosa na o mpa obi a chew by de wo kaka on na se sofo no kra ne ma wo tro ye no o ya be ga de wo kama Zion ni nyina e koma sofo ne so because sofo na asem no
o try carry shots
say sofo na asem no e na ama amanfo ka se wa pa chew enti we say o mpa chew nti a na je say sofo na asem no kan no kra no de o de Zion amia mintimi nka bintu aso no e bia na wo ka kire wa sofo o so respect no enti mesre no yes obi ye wade a eya de o ye o mi kra me hu so wa ye wade ba o de me pese me call o side ye o ya se wa ye obi bia o nti ase mani enso ho ne ko wanim na ye de se wo ye ba se wo ya ma na ye se ase I feel okay abroso and this is not the first time I ye bibia ma man for akase abroso nti on check sa na ma no okodidi sa akode atem no odidi ya akodidi sa akode yira atem
good
o de na obi a o tunefo odidi ya di sa akode yira atem eno so kwa asa akode na anwum no ka kire no enso ode ko interview mo de ko hin dia ko di ne yiratam eno nkoda ode the same thing ye shatawali oma wo so oma ye obibi nyina wo ye oma ko ye ya ma afi de ka say oh ho aden
ambroso
one fair futu bien film o say ko the same tangent and I was say ya na wadi atama ko di wa wo sofo kra ono wa wo so bu na o kan bi ma wa ma wade ama aposi wadi adi na atama phrase ade no kwa aposi because na wada wo pass say ade na wo sofo no twe nyansa nim but na wada ntino o sorry ya hu say nyansa nim no and I will delete it come on mesre Patapaaa me last time me can say wanka wa bia e wontwa so se si a me sen kan bi omo ben no se wono anya ekra omo ben no omo nso so mpushi na onye bibi nye sa me baabi e kono enkoye kra e na esan so kra na ware na ono adina mu se enka hwi nimu no o ware lady na so be ka say ensem bi ansi asin omo ni issue me ka hwi nimu that's what I mean to no Mr. Mo wan mutie no wa say ensem nsi mo da so ware lady ni so abe confirm say ampa ensem nsi mo da so ware
what time say
enti no say pan no edien
okay chemo yen hwe bibi say wo ye nwoma etiefo no na asenya ewo ekire no say ye pekia ni suma to be a hit and a Hitler no
a hit maker
a Hitler a hit maker obvious you can but to stay relevant is the problem
of course and there baby
would you say stress depression and this anxiety this animal we nyina aka wo na ma Patapaaa ne ho all you say all press anana
on the eno de on the eno no on the very ma yentimi because yenye me fan say yenye doctor na yenye professionals in that area no yentimi nye emphatic na yen kan say sa na tie but ne actions bi a oye no obetimi agina so no aka say wa baby a wo koyi de wan hwe ya eno dina okay ya ne first case ne ba na me hwe no me ka say Zion Felix ho a ye na hinyina because na onye happy with ne yere na okọ Nigeria no just based on the no work kana medical sa later on no be confirming in an interview say ne yere na okọ you know Nigeria na on pe no kra ne say odwene kra say Zion nim hu bi e na okọ ye so anything yentimi enyina so pim enka say bia why depressed and say why bibi ho ba ne niam bi a oye no wan hwe ya obema nkofo bi atumi akasa ba me dey at this point me nkasa me hu ni say ne approach a ode ye niema no e na enkoyi aha obi a wona approach engino obi ye depressor e bia oyeye sa niema we bi
chema wo dey approach ne nyama bi a oye
ekekabu ba
sisi na ye dey funny face ye sisi Patapaaa ne situation ye te san
ne approach nye
enye nti no o minus now o ade now o subtract now
the depression is a psychological defect and as obi beka say a minor mental issue ewo ho yes say nema bi to wa ma otimi ye te say the Patapaaa no and obi wan so onye depressed ba ne approach in life say the oye ne nema no hu otimi say akwai say the oye oni ma enkoyi ba enen sa ade ni senti wan hwe ya obi mistake ka say the same thing
you are naturally depressed
and enen say ba me at this point the make say the oye ne nema no and na enkoyi nti on sisa.
Okay, thank you very much. You move on to the Beef Nation president. Nada, what are Patapaaa you depressed?
Patapaaa or Fabibi. Or Fabibi mo pa. Chemo, I'm going to say chemo ntimi kan se Patapaaa.
Oh my.
Patapaaa or Fabibi mo ntimi. Pa nuedro. Patapaaa or Fabibi. Because I mean, the oye utine echiri pa na obu ne kompo pa. Ananya sa na maka. Like of person say. And you know we releasing the cry and yet the into who pay attention now come
and you better
this song now really am
this song in there and yet
back on the cry and yet
Back
me
when
de.
me
Me do rap. Enye de.
Me
Okay, yeah, de me enye me de.
Na the time make us say on your talent, o kind of talent.
Enti na make us
say ka wa se mu yi.
Ka se wo.
And no se ka wa se mu yi.
Ka se wo enti na me say make us say me enye me de.
Yeah, me so make us say me de.
On your talent.
Enti ya Matthias, me no ni argument bia.
Enti so.
Enti the American say Patapaaa man ni nko na juma na o ye no.
Okay.
Na try say obenya monster hit. And also the me my monster only release banger man. Na on jai enu asese ano me problem ba kwa me hu organa for bi no hu ne say sese enum go ase aba be one of the ways a man for feel say obi abetimi dia go through enum go ase say wa be on touch we say oye strong with society ni mu oye can say killer last killer ogunu wani mu ase last killer
bakra
hey society ban na nipa building obi kunu
obi papa hey neighbor hey spending him or if you spending him
oh na o se omowa ana ne ba ne din no betini
na wanyawo
ndi onwo
na twa nkomo so
Charlie, but on a more serious note, I think say what Patapaaa is doing is neither here or there. I was say Otanasena Oman ni ko ni way ni ju ni nyom to ejuma no. So me say agenda me for this time around say I want to send a message to Patapaaa to collaborate with the wife. If he really wants to be relevant,
in fact, that is
taking
our cocoa, Patapaaa cocoa,
and be taking serious in our creative space. See, CIA. Why never headline Patapaaa some memorable concert, man. I just saw no show.
Patapaaa has some good.
They are not being serious.
One a singer, a wife, a dancer. Imagine the combination on stage.
Think and by this time now sorry I don't have a camera be so be design anthem be creative by now no wife edin koma mo be pe strategy be mo be team up anka mo be bibi
so sorry challenges
una ne twa because of they say Ghana dey obi kan una ne twa no they say ne ne
on be report na my YouTube o dey jan
una ne twa Patapaaa on the first artist who Ghana ha we release this song a bomb. Maybe I'm person be catch me catch. So when you be nya so also person will address it through music. The most rubbish this song ever in the history of Ghana music. And I say in the history of Ghana Dex songs.
Maybe yet to come.
Then
say been by.
Ebim babi.
I said Patapaaa said the because the articles to show say
no, but the
emperor me can say ebim baaye no ebia na me na rega time ebi be ba na se be mentias
the banner e work crowd they are still Patapaaa dey work
that be me can say the me can say ebia se si a me won kwan ya me timuni ne nyom this song no ye ma azan no the most rubbish this song ever in the history of Ghana music. Yes.
Oh, na say chemo but you me this song what dey
wait yan fuwe
yan this song fan
yan fuwe na yama say yama
me nyere game bo na montiasi
chemo for people to see say
don't know
chemo rega for people to see say I am not speaking out of hate for Patapaaa. I am begging them. Listen, they should all go on YouTube and go and watch that Patapaaa. At least enya share about the only YouTube revenue not on fantasy in serious keke.
Now let me try one. Listen, whatever we are discussing here, there is nothing like hate for anybody. It's really we should just make them understand.
Okay. No, the baby are something that they better.
That's it. This is what we
are. The baby are and family. Wa peka say me hate Patapaaa, wa pen so can wajin. Me imagine na meti na America no if you get the opportunity, you can also speak your mind.
Okay.
Asa the American say Patapaaa is not being serious as a recording artist. In this time, and the competition no more thing. People are being creative. They say, "Oh yeah, no." I say, "They say, oh yeah, no." Mukra no man creative as sakra and kawaii and fun.
Oh yeah, dancer.
Now by this time, and I told her, what's the war? And yes, I will yanku musician pool, blogger, journalist. Oh, no, acquire a story. We are story now. Acquire no. A man is scarce to see our YouTube. Who ye video now? We didn't attempt or cash it out. Oh, we Come here, I can't.
Who did you attempt so I said they are on the website I posted. No,
yes,
I said
no, I said cash it out on you. Are you can't you be reasonable enough at this point? Say, okay, they see ano, DSCB ano, say, na doing say or the trends are some trends kill. It will kill your career. Let me show him how it will kill his career. Nobody will take Patapaaa serious again if you continue like this. Or start to or sa akodi so. Na chemo obubo so kon yere so baasa shatawale so ne hwan hwan ni na amfa e dey akwa amrado so na kwa me yuji ne hwan hwan ni if you continue like this, I'm telling Patapaaa say nobody will go and sit in any event organizing meeting. Your name will even ring, will flash their minds. If you are not serious to brand your package yourself well like this one answer products now for some time now they to abonten you are struggling. You are struggling to be accepted again. If we mention the name Patapaaa, we are only left with one option to talk about your past records. And no pet, we can't speak about your present. No, there's nothing to even talk about. Nothing. And Caribbean no moya collaboration kakra na moya bibi kakra bia wasa ne na ye the YouTube kids na so kakra.
Charlie.
Then if you are doing some of these things, then people will be talking about the content you are doing with your wife, the products you are doing with your wife. Then na masie kakra. Say see ye do attempt the day nature why ya zan na ompa ne cho na ho na enti say enti then okay yenko share Patapaaa. Then now and then I na bugaba amount for a buga.
Amount for cashin was in Nigeria.
Yamba Chemo se verse not to say. What's the amount na
Mama Chemo 5 seconds. And the omunko and YouTube.
That Chemo my freestyle. Chemo my freestyle.
And there's someone tiasi.
And to the after my freestyle. Chemo buga and tiasi.
May translation ho. Amount phone call.
Bema. Patapaaa also is serious. You who be pen. Funny face then certain na amount focus and they approach.
Man can prince in.
Man can na ntwe. Chemo tia. And then start say tam na chemo ka about psychological one ka say indicators is na me say. Me can be me say and they approach na enya onto no boss and the family when he na then na baby. E ko wi ase na ko wi na ya man the checkbook. Or Serekra na ya check.
Select too much. Check too much. Reset too much.
Man, tell Patapaaa, man, who is on the Zion and Yantokwa. Okay. Man, training Drew on the master because sometimes, let me tell you one secret. Sometimes, obey me no be any problem with social media. Obey me no be any problem. I will be but the moment I no partner be any problem, it may trigger your mental. Weakness, not like your mental strength. It's not done. I'm a very weak mental. Yes, and you know, we don't know what is happening between on and a wife. What I say, if there is something happening, he should find the right approach to address those issues. He is a family man. Now, urban music business now. On packaging, who know being who is a serious recording artist. No jai sa nyama na oye no because baby industry no ye froko no oya elite ye be janu we chire o.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Where's submission here for Patapaaa? We be move on to your final story. One fine businessman Mr. Ohene Kwame Frimpong the project opeso you say up 100,000 Ghana cedis e akwohwe prison for omo mba no it's no sadi we na obo celebrities ni bi no omo de omo ho agimu a otimo sa ekoso ye pa e wo hono na ye pese ye hwe the way of Papa Christie or no Bofrot no. That is the main project. That is the business no. Say be on Bofrot no matter the profit margin and as can be a that's on. Omo target 100,000 Ghana cedis. Omo make sure some of the women in prison. Omo they supporting the women in prison. Meaning the main motive. The entire wakako say yen fe bibi mpesika say enko boa prisoners in ba no wo hono. What is going on in there? Me no nyina no. Ye nim de akoso hono. And I've seen say Obapa Christie is involved. Keche Joe, Keche Joshua, and our friend so Andrew. Someone in our account they are making sure say this whole project goes on a good course. Chamo, you starting through also. Sir, project be saying what would trigger a businessman like Mr. Ohene Kwame Frimpong to do something like this, even though you know and the motive behind.
I think charity work there from the beginning they're personal. Maybe he feels say as a boy. A more prison based on their wohu, their what, and now they will be a catcher as in a be a relative be and they be co prison by no said the man tell honor. So bit me on your baby and a obeka and now so on one cassa dear what we been no more catcher into a bit me so baby boy and now say the wohu ebi obi a wako prison and baby a wohu in the life and a bit me a nice and for now there. Yent mean yes so sure about the motive until say or no about out about can't said there into our yes but the other side they say in every society we have people like that or more be prison by their own decision and I say by them not being lucky or by them say based on circumstances be in fact omo ye innocent crowd like any or ma decision do ma copy ho ene o ma baby a no mo wonti o ma copy ho o mu nyina so mbe hiam wa at some point and ye cry part of the world there west prisons or am a Pentecost cry asori anka yezo musi asori down o mu nesi prison ma baby a prisoners e be dane ade enti no ye good say ordinary person be and as obi a nya ordinary as in ebi oni hwe ana bibio obi a or businessman that's the right word businessman being to be decided say no me too I want to contribute on to me nyina and then to be here for be more and what me are convincing some celebrities to come on board for them to do this. I think we can only praise him say oh ye bibi sir but ono no afa ma dey there obi nso fa my ma there said a society no we need men we need women we need that balance to have a better society anything America says nka ye hunu dey anka ebusa say adentina ma na enye mema na wa kire mu adekunti a ma na opese oboa omo no aha nti say obi nso be fa mema e say nipa nso wo reason a e say oboa mema said the be na be balance na ye hu dey ko prisoner be a prisoner and you know a man is so more prisoner so a prisoners and we decided say no be I mean we can just only support him and wish him all the best.
All right, thank you very much. You move on to Roland. What do you know here? Say artists near and celebrities say you say they are involved in this. Sometimes do you think say they take kakra if I say somebody before they use their or minimum face to do something like this and definitely they would demand something. Do you think say at a cost like this they would sort something small from this businessmen and center on the much money?
Derry, you see, just like Chemo Kan, corporate social responsibility and I say charity work, it is something personal. Okay, and before somebody will come even on board to also help you push your personal agenda or or whatever you want to achieve, whether free or not, the person would first of all need to have certain kind of conviction to that is even to decide say whether wow for free and I say wow at the expense of something else. You understand? Because whatever everybody does, it will be one interest. It could be a long interest, like a bigger picture kind of interest, or it could be also like in the short term. Okay. And that is my name. Wow. Let me also use support my brand. Let me help you. You understand? You help me. Let me support you. That's how it works. So it goes sideways. Me, I will not hold any celebrity who will say Mami Kakra and let me help you push this agenda. I am not going to chastise any celebrity or any person who is involved to say will help me like Mami Kakra before I help you push this agenda, because yes, whatever conviction that you had to embark on this journey, and you are the only person who knows how this benefits you well than anybody. So before you bring other people on board, you should also know their demands, interest, and other stuff in your agenda before you drive anybody. Because yes, whatever vision and ideologies that you have, so some of the celebrities, yes, some of them would want to take something, but just like the whole team Etienne, and somebody would have also wished say, and if you are a celebrity and you want to also help or support some of these causes, at least you should be also considerate about what charges. Ebia and on the normal day, and can you say for charity work, probably you might have charged like 5,000. Sometimes you can slash it down, give it a discount, or maybe depending on the cost of what they call just give it a try and say it's okay, say 5,000 because of this charity cost I am also supporting in this angle. So at least you give me some 2,000 and 1,000 and use the rest to support, which is very good. But anybody that will choose to go strictly business and say maybe 10,000 10,000 before I come and support you, hey, it is only business. And so also tone and suffer, you also have the right and liberty to also state your demands. If the person is able to meet your demands, fine. If the person is not able to, remove. So I think I would say kudos to the celebrities who went to support the whole cause. In fact, it is a very good idea, and I am glad some crowd who are shame, because there's a society, in Ghana, like Africa, who are prison and now prison. I will check the ABN prison to send your compound house. And I make I say, I will check the old prison and send your compound. But had your prison, prison. So it is good for them to at least show some of the people on the streets how they also love. And besides, it is also going to be beneficial to them. So I think anybody who decides to take anything there, no other choice.
Okay, no other personal interest. Okay, you move on to another regard. Now you be saying William, this businessman, Nana, puff Miss Bofrot, the credit apart from the good heart or woman, the inmates, I mean women inmates now, prison inmates now. Do you think there is another way of promoting the business? Say be a beggar to start. Say be a oh, puff off. Say you puff off. Nah, can't puff on. Is there a strategy to, promote the business now?
Okay, first of all, I think say we are receiving bad news from one of our cherished viewers, Mr. Afani, Coach Afani, or Canada. Since the mother passed away yesterday, and on behalf of Sammy Flex TV and Showbiz Daily, I want to extend our sincere condolences on the family and I think he is in a very difficult time at this moment, and we only pray say back to the issue now. Nachemo can be. I will come to your question. Okay. Nachemo can be say and come Ohene Kwame. Etimi aye BBC na osa obinsu sum.
No, yeah,
which I agree. But I just want to give this information ourselves. Some of us we started this whole thing, this prison thing. In fact, Yeshedai a prison ministry.
Prison ministry.
Yes. I was for the past 5 or so years, I was posting on Facebook to solicit for funds and support and all of that. So these are some of the posters and flyers I even shared on Facebook. Feed 1,000 inmates. This was somewhere 2019. So like we did it for some time, and then they withdrew, and maybe an I say ahoden ne nyama bi en sheda emba kakra nti slow down kakra nti imema ne de has been there. That I just want to say this thing to support.
I think said no more.
Yeah. We were doing this thing with Rain Foundations. I was part of their entourage prison honomokoma. Every first Sunday of the month we were doing donations, sometimes party for the inmates and all of that. We do ministry with them and all of that. So Chemo Kraka, maybe we will need to raise strategy and come back and start some of these things again. So that thing said, I don't want to touch on whether a strategy or a way to promote the business. I want to look at the importance or the essence of the course now are starting. I mean, it's to get people to do some of these things, and share that and yet bibrisa. So we have been in it before, so I know sometimes getting people to come and even support you. How when you say support, So first of all, I want to just praise Ohene Kwame Frimpong. He's such a young, respected young man in our society. As part of, let's say, the corporate social responsibilities, also I mounted a strategy to look at the women, the inmates in man of war prison. Prison inmates. Yes, and we can only praise him. I mean, whether the artists are taking money or they are not taking money, I will not sit here and fault anybody. The best thing they can do as artists or individuals is also to consider, playing their roles in this course. And as a somebody, their corporate social responsibility. When you say corporate social responsibility, we should associate it with every corporate brand. But how take the importance of it. The essence. That's what be whether obey you own your info. But I think that there are certain areas or certain countries before Abeka will be say me person me say they look at some of these things.
You have to factor it in your document.
Yes, they will look at your records on some of these things. Company, the way your company, your best shares or tie and answer one a big issue. But how no say will be as artists, if they are being part, it's a beautiful idea. I mean, for them to be flying the Bofrot, selling it, they will get the money and then they will go and use it. It's very, very nice. Any product, that is why I don't want to touch on the strategy, because there are so many strategies. Yes, this could be one of them. In as much as Okwakoboa prison for the yes, or more would the Bofrot in this one say, oh, Bofrot to air, then Tabi or Chinabi or Tobia, and yes, Abia or Tama, the Akako supported prison for Jawako talk Akofibia without all German say, and Fasoni be Krabico prison, but maybe a baby annual something or be every year. I mean, if you are buying it, what it means is that you are indirectly contributing to such a course, which is very, very brilliant. And you be born a basso, my other as say. The baby are on your side, and I say, when you are a family say, for the baby be seen. On Tom Coswa, soon as I come on finding because if I see young people doing some of these things, I first now, who will be or ABC, maybe with I can't with film beats and now say there is some young guys, 40, late 30s, almost so. They are trying to support the society. So, I mean, it's a good thing we need to encourage at all costs. Like, you need to fire support. And she will encourage. I don't know about we won't go for bro. Me have been in the prison. I know how sometimes just a bottle of water who they show will be in some say. The way they value it. Sometimes to busa say enti na me nam so to mu na metimi ko je aduane ve chetila pe na be di na me sa
me have na ma to action
o show my life you will not have any reason to be worried or like just how you worried like worried all right about your things you are doing but I say limitations. Yes, because Charlie, some of them obu are sentencing for life. And obu are sentencing for life.
Or the remand.
They say the doctor and I was down 40 years. So if you listen to some of them, they are saying how they value the small nyame baby away yama wa mo say. Na we They value those things. So yes, it's a good thing. I always say people will have some of this experience and when we are dealing with our brothers, like only will be cry, they are bedroom one question and obey Nyamabi.
All right. Thank you very much.
Let me give shout out to Uncle Namrebo, Professor Uncle Namrebo. A BEFA project, you know, is still there and Ebia getting to the end of the year, something big will happen. Yeah, for sure.
I like that.
Yeah, quite sorry.
Yeah, BEFA project.
And I say, want it, and I say, a BEFA project be a shada you take it time. Now you move to the streets. Now you feed the streets, you know. And the money in Tarini business, and then no, Chamo, and a president on downloads, and a BEFA.
Prof. Uncle
Rebel. When you say ultimate solid, you're also part of it. If you think, say, okay, you want to help in this initiation, you can just check on the numbers on the screen. Now, between my friend, different and come on, Patapaaa. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Then next Friday, belated birthday, no?
Yeah, to also for penny, AK. Forcing.
And then sorry.
Hey, you're quite sorry. In fact, I'm one for cream every new shows baby. Yeah, come on. And the car number.
All right. Yeah, first like I say, Emma in Team Solomon Dodu, aka Chemo, or your YouTube consultant, YouTube manager, anything bothering you around YouTube, just see to it or making sure say be able to amount. And our friends in the middle side.
And you say proper sponsor catfish.
Yeah, and so for that sorry no. We're too tight. All right, young fans like I said, so my Beef Nation president, Nana Reagan, artist manager, promoter, event organizer, also news writer, and our face no Roland Amate, or a blogger, Roland Reports. Check him out on all the social media platforms. And I'm Smedini and MC Berima, your favorite MCs. MC, check me out on all the social media platforms. MC Berima. Yeah, fast like I said, and so I'm carrying the guitar Rasta, Richie Flex, Lappy G, and our face to give you neat Lamtison, boss patron himself, Sammy Flex overall. Yankupon sure, or making sure say, or better also.
And say, and the bro was sister.
But what about you, man? From who see, be good, be blessed. Sammy Flex TV, we are indeed entertainment.